In this episode, you get to steal my content marketing strategy. This is a breakdown of exactly what I do, how I do it, where I do it, and exactly how to create lots of content ideas in a really sensible amount of time. Okay. So, you're going to need some basic ingredients if you want to take part in this and if you want to become a successful content creator. And I'm not saying that if you're listening to this as a mortgage broker that your job is now going to be a content creator. Absolutely not. But it's your business, it's your brand, and so this is part of your duty as well. So it's not to become me, but it's to have the slickest strategy possible, because I know that, when I speak to my clients or, anyone in the industry, they always say, Roz, I see you online everywhere I go, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. How do you have the time to create all of that content? I see you on there all the time. Now, it's not that I have more time than anybody else. I'm just insanely organized with when I create the content, how I distribute it, and how I can repurpose content to ensure that I never run out. So that's exactly what I want to share with you today. This is an evergreen video. You can watch it anytime you like, but at the time of recording this, it's actually the 3rd of January, 2023. I'm sure many updates in the future will come, but the reason I'm recording this early in January is because you're probably feeling a little bit rusty from the holidays. The Christmas period has probably served as a detox for you, not from the mince pies, but from the social media activity. So perhaps you barely logged in. You definitely didn't create any content. You probably posted about a mince pie or two and, your Christmas dinner, but actually you didn't do much Christmas posting, or you didn't do a lot of business posting, over the Christmas period. So if you're feeling a little rusty and you're overwhelmed at the thought of creating heaps of content for the year, then this could be a really simple way to get going. It's not my only strategy, but it's one of the ones that certainly is the most effective and that I want to share with you for free. Call it a New Year's Eve or a New Year's Day, gift from me to you. So if you are ready, you are going to need some basic ingredients for this, and then you are welcome to continue playing and watching if you can get together the following ingredients. Number one, a committed, strong mindset. There's no point coming into this half-hearted and then saying it didn't work when really, if you're quite honest with yourself, you didn't work it. If you're not going to do every step of the process, if you're not really going to commit long term, if you're just in it for a short term solution to see if in the next 2 weeks you can drum up some business, then no, this is not going to serve you well. The other thing you're going to need is insane organizational skills. You need to be as organized as ever, because it's not just about responding to customer inquiries, doing a mortgage application, and that keeps you busy enough as it is, as I can imagine, but you're now adding some creative work to your already endless list of things to do. So you need to be really organized if you're going to achieve a super slick flowing business, as well as your online creative work as well. So you're going to need to be organized. And number 3, you're going to need to pay with something, either your time or your money. You decide. Do you pay with time? Do you invest your time into this, or do you invest your money into this? That is only a decision you can make. What is sensible, really, in the grand scheme of things? Is it sensible to pay with money and use your time to do income producing activities like giving advice to your clients and making mortgage applications? Or is it better for you to invest your time and keep this all in-house, but, work around the clock, and perhaps, something's got to give, maybe it's your personal life or your fitness or something. So you've got to make these really tough choices. So if you're ready for this, stay tuned, dive in, and let's get going. Okay, let's begin with mindset. If you're still listening to this, it means you are committed, right? So you need a strong mindset. Why? Because this is going to throw you off, all right? Remember doing your first mortgage and your application went a little bit wobbly and the client, wasn't so happy. And then in the end, the mortgage went through, but you didn't really get a referral. And you just thought, oh my gosh, am I really, is this all it's cracked up to be? Am I really cut out for this? And you're going to want to give up. So you need to have a bit of a beginner's mindset. Even if you have been doing social media for 5 years, right? You still need a beginner's mindset. When you need a reset, when you need a fresh start, you need that beginner's mindset, right? So don't second guess or assume that you know things. And also, don't take the simple top tips for granted, right? A lot of people think, oh yeah, but that coach or that social media manager just tells me just loads of simple things that I already know. There's a reason the simple stuff repeats, because it is simple, it is effective, and it's easy to do. So do not underestimate the power of the simplicity, right? So, have that mindset about, stay in the long term, stay in the course, doing this as just as is. It's part of your normal routine. It's not a short term, it's not a plaster, right? Getting on social media and building a brand on social media is not a short term, temporary activity or campaign that you do just to see if it works. Let's just see if it works. If that was the case, why does Stephen Bartlett post all the time? We know who he is. Most people know who he is. So why does he continue to create episode 3005? Why does he continue to go on Dragon's Den on TV? Why does he continue to post on Instagram? Why does he continue to do his Twitter and LinkedIn updates? Why? If we already know who he is, shouldn't he have just stopped ages ago? Right, we know who he is. If we need him, we'll go to him. No, he reminds you of who he is every day. Every single day, he's there all the time. Or Martin Lewis. I mean, surely he's run out of top tips. Surely he's given us every single money top tip that is out there. So why does he keep, doing more press releases, more interviews, more podcasts, more posts? He reminds us it's always the same ideas. It's always the same budgeting and cost cutting tips that he shares. So, Martin Lewis could have given up ages ago as well, but he's kept on going. Why does John Lewis do a Christmas advert every year? We know who John Lewis is and we go there every Christmas. But why do they need to spend thousands on their Christmas advert? Why can't they just save that money? We've seen one Christmas advert already from them. That's enough, surely. That's not the attitude or the mindset to have with this, guys. You want to have that evergreen, that committed, endless, routine attitude with this. It's something you just do. It's something you just do with your business. It just comes as part of your business. If you had a physical store on the high street or an actual office, right? You wouldn't just be like, I'll open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way through to Sunday, just to start with. And then after that, I'll go in whenever I need customers. No. Your shop needs to be open because, you might choose, like the high street have different rules. They might say you can close on a Monday or a Wednesday, but everyone needs to be open on a Friday. If you want this spot here on the high street, you need to be open on a Friday. So you need to work out if every day, I'm not saying you need to post every single day, but if every day is not the routine, then what is? So have an attitude of commitment for this. All right. The second thing is, I said you need to be insanely organized. You can't just steal my content strategy and then be like, oh, it doesn't work, or I haven't got time, or it's too much energy. There's a reason I built a business, a 6-figure business off the ground from nothing during the pandemic with no money to invest in it, no resource. I was borrowing my husband's personal laptop. I was using my personal phone. I had no clients, no referrals, no business cards, no website. Like, I built it completely from scratch just by using, at the time, just LinkedIn. Literally, I spent a year, probably even 18 months, just building my business on LinkedIn, because that was right for me and my customers, by the way. But yours might be Instagram, yours might be YouTube. So build on the platform that is most suited to you. Now, what I've been doing for the last 6 months of the 2-year business that I've been running is I've branched out onto other platforms. So I've come out on Instagram with Manuka Media, YouTube, lives, and Facebook. So actually, for the first 18 months, that's what built my business. That's what got me up and running, was LinkedIn, just doing that. So you need to be organized, because I promise you there is success in this. And if you've been running a business for 10 years, doing it in the traditional way, imagine what you can achieve by adding this into the mix as well. If you've just been doing it through referrals, word of mouth, and networking, then that's 3 strategies that you've used in your business, and you are successful. Even without my support, you are where you are because you've done that really well. But imagine adding a 4th strategy to your business. Maybe it might give you some more personal time back, because social media is so accessible anywhere and everywhere. Maybe you, instead of doing physical networking events, you might do more online lead generation, and that gives you more time to travel. So you can do it from the beach, you can do it from, the cities that you want to see across the world. So it might just give you a bit more flexibility. There's so many other benefits, but flexibility is definitely a big one for me, so that I can be and run my business anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, because everyone's got access to me online. I don't physically need to have my shop open. So that's just such a calming and yeah, it's just such a calming realization that that's what I can do. And it's what I've wanted for like 10 years. So I'm so happy to be here right now. And that's why I'm so passionate to share the speed or the hacks to get to that point, because I so badly wanted this. I know how to do it now, and I want to share it with you too. So you need to be organized. And lastly, I said you need to either pay with time or money, right? So everyone's initial reaction is cut marketing costs, cut budget. We need to slim down. We need to get really, really lean. And we need to ensure that, we keep it in-house, because, hey, if we keep it in-house, then we save money. But at what cost? Time. You're spending your time paying for this, when really that time, if it takes you 2 to 3 hours to create and post content and edit your videos and cut them down and put them in, then that 3 hours could have been spent talking to 2 customers, making 2 applications, following up on 10 inquiries, and, checking in on 5 repeat business. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 hours, even if it's just 1 new customer, that's at least 1 new customer, a new cash flow, new bit of business in your business, rather than just saying I've edited in 3 hours, I've edited 2 videos. So really think wisely. I don't mind what choice you make. I don't even know who's watching, right? So you can choose to keep this in-house, steal my content strategy and keep it all in-house, or you may look to seek some help, some support. So like I said, you're either paying with time or money. Same with your administration. So many brokers battle with this. Do I do it now? Do I do it later? Do I wait? Do I get an admin? Because it's obviously more cost effective, in their opinion, to keep the admin in-house. But as soon as you get an administrator and they start doing all the applications and the chasing and the packaging for you, suddenly you gain 20 hours back a week, 20 hours back in your life that you could be spending just doing something else, doing something with your family, that project in the house that you've, forgotten about and let go of. Or maybe you actually have now found a pocket in your life to be able to start a family. Like if you've gained 20 hours back in your life, maybe that's what was stopping you from starting a family. I don't know. But all I know is that I value time much more over money. That is definitely something I've learned having my own business. So that's what you need. Those are the ingredients you need to make this work, right? So now let's talk about what is this? Like, what are we actually going to do? What is the marketing strategy? So I have many, right? And it depends what I use for each client. And actually, sometimes I make up strategies based on what the client's life, skills, weaknesses, time, business, like I create a strategy that is totally tailored around them. Obviously, those are more my one-to-one customers that come and work with me either for an entire day. I call that a business day retreat, business. So yeah, a business day retreat where we spend an entire day creating a content strategy, content ideas, or my other customers who choose to go a little bit slower, break it down and do more of a done with you service where we work together over a 6-week period to build and execute. So those strategies are more bespoke and tailored, which obviously I can't share on this video, but the one that I can quite comfortably give you that is one of the most effective and it actually has a similar pattern to my one-to-one clients is the following. It all stems with a long video, right? So try this for me. You create a video like this of about 20 minutes where you're giving educational content, you're talking to the camera, you're being natural, and you've got, a rough script, a rough plan, but you're going to be talking about a specific topic. So for example, on this video, I'm talking about my marketing strategy. Yours might be you want to talk about the latest budget, or you want to talk about how to invest in 2020, whatever, right? So you might want to give a yearly update on how to invest in that particular year. Or maybe you want to talk about the difference between residential and commercial investment. So whatever topic you pick, how to get on the property ladder, how to build a portfolio, whatever how to, do a long form video like this. Now, the long form video can go live and can actually be uploaded as a recording as well. If you want to go live and you want to record videos from your own home and you haven't got an actual studio or someone doing the videos for you, then lots of people have used Zoom in the past. It's not my favorite to record videos that you actually want to launch and release out there. So the best one for me is StreamYard. You want to use StreamYard because that's going to help you keep things in one place. You've got your content library on StreamYard. You can go live. You can download the recording. So StreamYard for me is the best. You can go live at the same time on 3 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So those are the 3 platforms that you can go live on at the same time. And the other thing is you can then go live on Instagram, but live on Instagram is a completely different platform. So you have to actually go live on your phone, right? On your phone account. So you can't do live at the same time on StreamYard, basically. So you'll have to use your phone for that. And that's it. So that long video is live or is recorded and then uploaded to a platform that accepts longer form videos like YouTube, for example. If you've chosen to keep this in-house, the next bit I'm about to tell you is going to take a lot of time. I'm giving you the fastest time possible that you can do it in, but it still takes a lot of time. And when I say a lot of time, it could be 2 to 3 hours. But if you've chosen to not invest with your time, but you've chosen to invest with money, then this is going to be much, much easier for you. Because if you think about it, let's go for the support. Let's say you've invested in support and you just literally have no time to spend on social media. So all you've had to do is you physically need to be the one in the video. So all you need is 20 to 30 minutes of your time to set up the video, record it, download it, and send it to your social media manager. That's your job done. And what comes out off the back of that is an insane amount of content that you've never had to do. And I'll show you exactly what can be created off the back of a 20-minute video. So all you've had to do is spend 30 minutes. Can you do that? Yeah, I think come on, anyone can find 30 minutes in their day, whether it's a weekend or you do it on Monday morning at 7 a.m. before the school run, or you do it right at the end of the evening when all your kids have gone to bed and you know, maybe you're a night out and you do it at 10 o'clock at night. But all you need to do is produce that 30-minute video, 20-minute video. And your social media manager does the rest. Now, here's what your social media manager should be delivering for you. This is what they should be able to create. Number 1, that long video can be uploaded to YouTube. And that just leave it on YouTube. So it can be uploaded to YouTube. It can also then be cut down. So your social media manager should be able to cut that down into 10 mini short video clips, teasers, tasters, sound bites. That is not the full story of the video, but directs people to the full video. So short little clips that you can then post on Facebook and Instagram in stories and reels and as a post, right? So you can post it as a reel or in stories or both. And then you can also post that short video onto LinkedIn. So that's one long video, 10 short mini clips that then direct people to the long YouTube link, for example. So that's where it is, okay? Or Apple Tunes or Spotify, wherever you choose to build. It depends on who your ideal customer is and where they like to engage with you. So all you've had to do is a 30-minute video, and your social media manager has just produced 12 pieces of content for you. She's uploaded, or he's uploaded the video for you with a bit of text, hashtags, made it optimized for the YouTube channel, clipped 10 videos off the back of that, posted those on social media, or set up a cadence, a natural schedule of when they're going to go out, because they don't all go out on the same day necessarily, right? So you've got 10 little clips that you can post across all channels. Now, off the back of the big video as well, so the long video, you then can upload that to rev.com or rev.com or Descript to transcribe that into text. So now, off the back of a 20-minute video, not only have you got 10 mini short video clips, you've also got a blog. But not only a blog, right? So the text version of your video can now be repurposed into other ways. So one way is to create a newsletter on LinkedIn. So if you've never done this before, it's a fairly new feature, but for me, it's I've used it for a while now, but it's one of the ones that most people don't know about. So newsletters on LinkedIn, where you can upload that as a newsletter, and anyone who is subscribed will actually get an email. So if they're not logged into Instagram or YouTube and they haven't caught your live or your video, they've now physically been sent an email with the transcript and a link to that video. So you've become proactive at this, and you've instigated your subscribers to take a look at you, right? So that's another benefit of the long video, is that you can get a newsletter off the back of that. You can also post that as an article on LinkedIn as well. So you can actually create a document, an article, and if people aren't able to watch the video, because if it's a long video and you're on LinkedIn, then obviously people are probably at work, or they're busy, they're not going to sit there watching a 20-minute video. So they might have a quick skim read and they prefer reading. So you've just pleased that side of the audience as well, those who prefer visual and those who prefer maybe the text. So now let's recap. That's a long video, 10 mini clips, a newsletter, an article, and then you can also create, so number 5, you can create a blog for the website. So now that transcript that you've created into an article on LinkedIn and a newsletter, you can actually upload that into your blog on your website. And now you've got extra words, great for SEO on your website, onto your web page. Brilliant for Google traffic. So that's another benefit there. So that's 5 different areas where your content has been distributed just from you doing a 30-minute video. That's just insane. Like, how insane is that? I'm really proud of that. And I'm not the only one that uses this strategy. I'm not saying that I'm the one that's invented this, but it's what I do, it's what I use, and it's what I'm sharing with you as an idea of what you could be doing too. Now, the final 6th place, and if I've got any more, I'll tell you. But for now, the 6th place that I can think of, and I've got 7. So I've got 2 more. So the 6th top tip is you can then send that as an email. So if you've got an internal newsletter, so not on social media, not on LinkedIn, nowhere else, but you've actually got subscribers internally with, your historic clients, then again, you can get that approved by your network, which you would need to anyway, depending on, your network's policy. But then you would send that to your entire database of subscribers internally. So that's the 6th place, and the 6th place where your content has gone. Now, your admin can do that. If you've got an admin person, you don't have to do that. Again, remember, out of these 6 distribution channels that I've just discussed, you've only spent half an hour, literally half an hour, just creating the initial, where it all stems from, that 20-minute video. And number 7, your social media manager, or you, depending on how you're paying for this, but you should be creating 10 mini branded posts that mirror the video. So if that video clip for 10 seconds gives a top tip of, the benefits, 6 ways to save a deposit, then that's a video, and that would be, a 30-second video. You should then have a post with just text and a picture that matches that video. So now you've got 20 posts saying the same thing rather than just 10. So you've got video, picture, video, picture, video, picture. You catch my drift, right? So that is how, in 7 easy steps, you can convert one piece of content into, I think I've mentioned there, about 20 to 25 pieces of content just that stems from one idea, one video, one recording, and just 30 minutes. It doesn't literally get any simpler than that. Like, that is the way to create insane amount of content in such a short space of time. So try out that strategy. If you need any further support, if you actually don't have a social media manager and you are looking for one, then that's obviously what we offer at Manuka Media. We've got that done for you service as well. If your existing social media manager can do some, but not all, we can plug in the gap as well. If you're working with a coach or a consultant who just teaches you how to do things and doesn't actually do the done for you service, we can still collaborate with them. It doesn't mean you need to ditch your coach. If you've got a strategy and a process with your coach, but it's all on you to deliver and execute, and you're not getting any support, then perhaps we can just work in the background and just do the delivery for you, the clipping, the editing, the posting, and then your consultant can kind of, consult on that. So we can collaborate, we can do it for you, we can teach you how to do it, but you need to decide if you're going to be investing in time or money. So that's really on you, and only you know that. And when you're ready to share that with us, obviously we're happy to hear from you. Now, remember, if you want more training like this, if you want more top tips, then you must subscribe and like this video, because otherwise you won't be notified of the next video and the next. So if you want to be kept up to date with the latest training and free top tips, then please make sure you are subscribed or connected to us so that you can see when the next video comes out and you'll be notified of it. So good luck. Absolutely. Like I said, there is so much to be done on social media. This is just one element of it, one strategy out of many. And but it really only comes down to the 3 things that I said. It's the mindset and the attitude, the organizational skills, and either investing in time or money.